Welcome back to another FPL video. I'm really excited for this one. My wildcard is active, and in this video I'm going to show you what I believe is the best wildcard draft for game week 12. In addition, I'm going to take a quick look at how game week 11 went down, look at the watch list and the captain selection for game week 12 as well. So let's have a look. As expected, game week 11 became a high average score game week with a lot of the most selected players having really good fixtures. So unfortunately for me, I only got 51 points, which means that I got a small red arrow. I sold Emil Smith-Rowe and Watkins. Really frustrating seeing Smith-Rowe do well on Saturday, but luckily I got Bruno Fernandes in. Kind of frustrating seeing Solanke blank and get a goal ruled out against Ipswich. My captain Haaland, he scored but also picked up a yellow card, so only 5 points for him, and Salah outscored him again. Clean sheet for Van Dijk and an assist from Mbeumo, but other than that my players blanked. I kept faith in Foden and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Really frustrating seeing them blank again, but as mentioned, I will wildcard this game week, and I can say right now that Phil Foden and Calvert-Lewin will not be included. But first, a quick look at the watch list. These are the players that I would transfer in if I wasn't on a wildcard, so I will use my free transfers to consider one of those players. If you need someone in midfield, Cole Palmer is a really good option right now. Chelsea, they have a fixture swing and really good fixtures coming up, and he is probably the only nailed on player in their attack. Jackson is decent as well, but Cole Palmer is the only player we can trust at the moment. Joe Pedro, he is a really promising asset. He has been injured, but he got subbed on in game week 11 and did really well in the minutes that he got. So he will hopefully continue playing, and he's only priced at 5.4, 7.2% selected and on penalties for Brighton with promising fixtures. So I do believe that Joao Pedro is a really good asset to bring in right now. If you need a defender, I really like Masraoui from Man United. Dalot, he got subbed off in game week 11, so at the moment I do believe that Masraoui is the most secure player when it comes to expected minutes from Man United, and they have really good fixtures in the next 2 game weeks, and they have been really good defensively as well. So at the moment I do believe that Masraoui is a really good buy. If you can't afford Cole Palmer in your midfield, priced at 10.9, so quite expensive, I do like Semenyo from Bournemouth as well. He is often involved when they are attacking, and Bournemouth have really good fixtures coming up. However, I have not found a spot for Semenyo in my own wildcard team, but let's have a look at the actual draft. So this is it, my wildcard draft for game week 12. I avoided triple ups, but I actually have 4 double ups: Sanchez and Palmer from Chelsea, Ait Nouri and Cunha from Wolves, Gabriel and Saka from Arsenal, and Masraoui and Bruno Fernandes from Man United. Salah is also included in the midfield with Mbeumo, so a really powerful midfield with Saka, Mbeumo, Palmer, Bruno Fernandes and Salah, all nailed on, all on penalties, so hopefully they will deliver in the upcoming game weeks. Up front, I went for a little bit more value. Cunha with Wolves, nice fixtures, and he's often involved when they attack. He can both score and assist. And I mentioned Joao Pedro. He will hopefully continue playing for Brighton and start games going forward, and a really nice price and on penalties. Some will probably point out that the attack is kind of weak. In this team we have the option to downgrade one of Mbeumo or Bruno Fernandes, and with 1 million in the bank it's possible to bring in the likes of Isaac and of course Visa. But at the moment I really like the powerful 5 in midfield, so I will probably go for this team for at least a couple of game weeks. There is an international break and the next deadline is almost 2 weeks away. There might be injuries and stuff like that, so I will post an updated wildcard team ahead of the game week 12 deadline. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so we don't miss that video. This team has kind of a weak bench. I will have a Kirkis that's decent, Vestergaard, Leicester defender 4.0. He's starting, but I can't really see any decent 4.0 defensive options. Marsh, he is only a 4.5 fodder, so of course there are options with the 1 million in the bank to upgrade 1 or 2 on the bench, and I also have the option, as mentioned, to sell Mbumo to someone like Rodgers and upgrade Marsh to Visa, or maybe even Isaac if we sell Bruno Fernandes. So if you go for this team and if you really want Haaland in, let's say 5 game weeks, then there will be possibilities to bring Haaland in. At the moment we have the possibility to save up to 5 transfers, and nothing is impossible if you have 3 free transfers. It's just to downgrade a couple of midfielders and upgrade your forward. So team structure is of course important, but if you manage to save up to 2 or 3 free transfers, you can change your team structure real quick. So don't be too bothered about the team structure, just go for the players that you think will score the most points. So that's it, my game week 12 wildcard team. As mentioned, I will give an update ahead of the deadline, but let's take a look at captaincy for the next game week as well. Cole Palmer, really tempting option for game week 12 captaincy, especially when we take a look at goals conceded. Leicester, they are last in the league, 9 goals conceded in the last 4 game weeks. Big chances conceded, a little bit better, 10. Shots on target conceded, 17 and 11th. And for expected goals conceded, they have 5.64, which is 11th as well. So Leicester actually not that bad when it comes to their defensive statistics. We might get tricked after taking a look at goals conceded, but I really think that Leicester might have been a bit unlucky when it comes to conceding 9 goals. But let's have a look at another option as well. Mo Salah back in my team on a game week 12 wildcard, and he is playing against Southampton. They have kept 1 clean sheet and actually only conceded 6 goals. 12 big chances conceded, and they have 20 shots on target. When we take a look at expected goals conceded, they are actually worst in the league with 8.97. So where Leicester maybe a bit unlucky by conceding 9 goals, I do believe that Southampton only conceding 6 goals and maybe being a bit of luck. So hopefully game week 12 Liverpool can do well against Southampton. Hopefully Salah can do and continue his good form. So at the moment I'm leaning towards captaining Salah, and hopefully finally I can get some Salah captain points as well. Let me know in the comments down below, who do you think is the best captain option for game week 12?